Alright, so Jalen Green, shooting guard of the Houston Rockets, just had a horrific game. And let me read you this, it's stat by stat. They lost, by the way, to the Portland Trail Blazers, one of the league's worst teams. 104 to 98. Somehow, the Blazers found a way to win a game of basketball in the NBA, shooting like 33% or whatever the fuck. They shot under 40%. They were horrific. They couldn't shoot threes for shit. They barely won, and it was because the Rockets were really bad, not because the Blazers were really good in this game. But let me read the stats off. Jalen Green played 30 minutes. He went a horrific 3 of 14, which is 21.4% from the field. A terrible 1 for 9, which is 11% from 3. Well, I made 3 free throws, so cool. Had a 75 free throw percentage. Had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. I mean, no fouls and no turnovers is good, I guess, but that's the only redeeming quality of this game. This guy is a guy who has no playmaking genes. And he is not an NBA player. I'm sorry, you can say, oh, but he's averaging 18 a night. He has to shoot 19, 20, 21, 22, even upwards of 23 shots a game to get 20 points. When you have to shoot 20 times to get 20 points, you are killing your team. You are killing any chance that your team has at winning a game. This is a guy who just should not have gotten the extension that he got in the offseason. $100 million. $100 motherfucking million from one of the most inefficient, volume shooting, shot chucking young players in the league. You could have replaced this guy with anybody else. Someone who, knows how to shoot the 3 ball, because this guy is one of the all-time worst 3-point shooters I've ever seen. Just because he shoots a lot of them doesn't mean he's going to make a lot of them. He shoots like 30-something% from the field, something atrocious, like 32% from the field from three-point land for his career. It's ridiculous. That's not someone that you can trot out there and say, hey, Jalen, go play 30 minutes a game. Because he's never going to give you a consistent, reliable performance. The problem with Jalen Green his whole young career has been efficiency. And I've been hearing talks the past 2.5 years, he's going to boost his efficiency up. He's going to, take better shots, make better shots, and be more efficient, and be better with the basketball in his hands, and really be one of the best young guards in the NBA. That's not happened. It's never going to happen. He's almost 23. The guy's not developed a jump shot. He can't shoot. He has no jumper. He's a slashing guard who's a bit undersized, but he's explosive athletically. One of the best dunkers in the NBA for certain. That would probably win the dunk contest if you participated in it, but that doesn't really say much. Just because you're a great athlete, phenomenal jumper, doesn't mean you can shoot the fucking ball. And in this instance, Jalen Green cannot shoot the 3 ball. Really has no mid-range game. Has no post bag, has nothing. I'm not saying a 6-foot whatever 3 guard or 6'4", 6'5" guard needs a post game, but Kobe Bryant was like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". He had one of the best post games of any player, no matter what position, pound for pound, one of the best all-time post scorers. So if Kobe can do it, Jalen Green can. He can get a bit of a post game. That doesn't mean shoot over guys who are 6 inches taller than you. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he needs to develop depth and layers to his game. He's a one-move guy where he dribbles, throws a shot up. That's not how you fucking play basketball. And the kid, I'm going to feel bad for the kid. He's never run an offense in his life. He's not being asked to run an actual functioning offense. Yes, Udoka's a good coach. He's a great coach, all right? One of the better coaches in the NBA for sure. He has this Rockets team playing, an A-plus phenomenal game. He has them in the playoff race right now. It's early in the season, but they look like they could be a contender to make, some sort of playoff run or playoff push. But with Jalen Green, what are your realistic odds of winning it all? Because that's the goal of the NBA, to make the finals, win the NBA fucking championship. Hoist up the damn trophy at the end of the year. They're not going to do that with Jalen Green as a starting shooting guard. They will never do that. This guy is bad. Like, saying he's bad is honestly a compliment of the highest degree, because this is a guy who is a detriment to his team whenever he steps onto the floor. So how can you continue starting him? Folks, I don't know. I have no idea. What do they owe him other than a contract they paid him? And I think all of that money is guaranteed. I think if they were to cut him, they would have to pay him that $100 million. So you can't cut him. You can't trade him. I mean, you could trade him. Let's be honest. If you're the Rockets, the only way you're going to make the finals is to trade him, because this guy has had 3-4 years in the league, has not developed since his rookie season. He is still playing like a rookie guard, and that is not good. And there are rookie guards that are playing better than he is. Rookie guards that weren't even picked high. Rookie guards that were picked in the late to mid-first round, not like top 10 guys, but like guys who were like picked in the 15 to 30 range that are playing really good basketball right now. I mean, and I understand the Rockets picked Reed Sheppard, but Reed Sheppard fucking sucks right now. He would be way worse than Jalen Green because Reed Sheppard's not ready to play in the NBA. He should be playing in the G League, getting reps. These young players who are project players, who the team knows is a project player, should be playing meaningful G League basketball to get real live game reps. Jalen Green should, for fuck's sake, should be in the G League. Oh, Jalen Green would drop 40. Yeah, he would drop 40 in the G League because he'd be shooting it 55 times a night. That's not how you win in the NBA, is to be a volume shooter. Only the greatest to ever do it manage that. Only the guys like LeBron, only the guys like Kobe. LeBron was efficient. Kobe Bryant, guys like that are the only sort of volume shooters who they just chuck up a bunch of shots because they're great. A, they're clutch. B, they make the big shots. C, they're not all about themselves. I know Kobe, he was like, oh, he never really swung the ball, but motherfucker, he would shoot it 30 times, but guess what? He would score 70 points with those 30 fucking shots. You know, he'd have off nights, for sure. I'm not trying to compare Jalen Green to Kobe. I'm just saying, if he plays like a team fucking player instead of shooting 35 fucking times a game, maybe the Rockets would have a chance at winning something this year, because right now, I'm not seeing it. I don't think the Rockets even make the playoffs with this guy starting. He's a fucking G League player. Is what he is. Oh, but he's averaging 19 points a game. How is he a G League player when he's averaging almost 20 points a night? He plays like one. He doesn't know how to run an NBA offense. He doesn't understand. He is a fucking worthless player without the ball. When you're a useless player without the basketball in your hands, what's the point of you being in the NBA? You are an expendable and replaceable player. And you want to get into nerd stats. You want to get into advanced analytics, advanced stats. All right, let's do that. So his PER for his career, which is player efficiency rating, 15 is league average. For his career is 13.9. This year, it is 12.4. So he is 3 points below the league average PER, which is 15. So that would mean he's actively a detriment to his team. And, oh, but that player has this PER. And this is career. 13.9, which is well below almost a whole point below the league average. So he's always been a below league average replacement level guard in the NBA. Don't give me wait till the efficiency. There's no efficiency that's going to randomly, magically pop up. With players like Jalen Green, this is a finished product. You will never see Jalen Green average above a 42 or 43 field goal percentage and anything above a 34, 35 fucking from three. That's all he is. He is a finished product. 41%, shooting from the field, 32, 33% from three. A terrible player who chucks up shots, who really doesn't know how to run an offense, has never run an offense in his life. His whole thing is iso ball, dribble around and chuck a shot up or run to the rim. That's only two things he can do. He has no game besides that, no defense. The guy is atrocious. I mean, he's not a fucking NBA caliber player, but you get people who are dick riders who think this guy's fucking good because he got paid and, you know, oh my god, he's so quick, he dribbles so fast and he runs and he dunks really. That's not the sign of a good fucking player. That isn't. Just let it go. Let it fucking go. Thank you all for watching this video. This has been Mr. Truth and this was nothing but the truth.